Hello, 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 Trauma Freedom Tribe. We are talking today on Trauma Talks with Gabi Varga. She is a trauma-informed personal trainer. Hello, Gabi.
Hi, Susie. Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. And today we're going to talk about my personal experience with trauma-informed training with Gabi, how I got hurt and the mindset I didn't know I had that Gabi helped me realize, and also my own healing journey, how hypnotherapy has guided my healing journey. And just want to share with you about Gabi's trauma-informed personal training because it's very unique, it's very amazing, and I had an incredible experience. Yeah, so thank you, Gabi, for coming and talking to us today.
Thank you for inviting me. It's always a
Absolutely.
pleasure. It's always a lot of giggles.
Always a lot of what?
Giggles.
I know. You and I, we get together, we're just laughing and giggling and talking.
Yeah.
We chit chat a lot. It's great. It's great. So I had 4 sessions with Gabi, and then the first appointment was an assessment, and she looks at the structural alignment. You want to just briefly talk about the assessment or describe?
Yeah, for
the
sure.
assessment?
I'll make it a bit shorter than the first
Yeah.
version. So a lot of trainers do, when they do assessment or profiling, it's based on how many reps the client can do a certain type of exercise, let's say how many squats or how long they can hold a plank for. So it's more performance based, while mine is first about the visual, what the body looks like, the body, body structure, bone structure. Let's say if there's discrepancies in the right side and the left side, what the feet look like. That's very important as well. So I look at the whole body and try to connect some dots, what might be happening. And after that, I also do a movement-based assessment, which is mobility, flexibility, and some movements. But it's not about how many the client can do. It's about what the form looks like. So I make sure that I take lots of notes, and then we connect even more dots, what's happening in the shoulder, in the hips, in the knees, in the feet. And then based on that, I create a program for the client. And the program is always, it's not, if I work with a client for 12 weeks, I don't have the program for the 12th week. It's always session by session. So making sure that everything that we do fits the client's needs. So it's not, I can't predict what the client is going to feel 12 weeks from now, because we don't know how the progress is going to look like. So yeah, that's the biggest difference.
That's what I thought was incredible. Each week, you gave me thorough notes on what we did. You gave me very specific directions on my exercises, the routine that you wanted me doing. You asked me, you talked to me. I almost said conversated. That's not a word. You talked with me about how I feel. Does this look reasonable? Instead of just saying, do this every day. You said, how many times a week are you comfortable with this? I was 100% all in. I said, oh, I can easily do every one of these every single day. But if I weren't comfortable, I really felt okay to tell you, oh, I can't do it on Fridays, or I can only do it every other day, or there's no way that I can do this. You know, I really felt that you were personally tailoring it to me, to what my body needed. And that was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. I want to thank you for that. Actually, that was incredible. So I think that's a big part of trauma-informed personal training. And then because I wasn't feeling great, I actually canceled or rescheduled my first session with Gabi. And the reason that I mentioned that too is I still had that thought of a personal trainer who was like, push, 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 you know, do every rep, do it, go harder, more. My whole, 20, 30 years in the fitness field, that's how it always was. So I actually felt guilty that I wasn't feeling good enough. I felt really bad. I struggled with it. And then I just finally said, look, I'm not feeling right. Just reschedule. So I rescheduled the first session, and Gabi, you were so great. There was no guilt. There was no, nothing. I mean, you were just absolutely inviting and friendly about it. You didn't make me feel bad at all. Yeah, I think that's really wonderful.
I'd like to jump in if that's
Yeah, yeah.
okay, because, you know, I feel that a lot of people, especially women, feel so obligated that they need to measure up. And we usually overstretch ourselves. We do more than we can actually carry. And I want to give people permission that, hey, it's okay to feel off. And, you know, even if you show up and you say, hey, I don't have that much energy, then we just scale back and make sure that we celebrate that you showed up. And if you can't you can't show up, then I empower you to say that, hey, thank you for saying, thank you for telling me. And, you know, of course, if I have the policy is the 24-hour cancellation notice, which I take very serious. But the cool thing, if I cancel less than 24 hours, the next session is free for the client. So I absolutely hate double standards. So, but circling back, that I want my clients to feel 100% comfortable with me, because if they cannot feel comfortable, how can we be honest with each other and with ourselves? And the world we live in, we feel so guilty to take care of ourselves. And who am I to say you have to show up, right? Because sometimes you need to put the session on hold and do your own thing. And, you know, if we can reschedule in a day or two, amazing. If not, then we just carry on. And it's important to celebrate, because if we don't feel good about canceling to begin with.
Yeah, so that's another wonderful thing about having a session with Gabi is, like you said, empowering. I felt empowered because it was my own self kind of making myself feel like I should, and guilty if I don't, that kind of internal self dialogue. So that week I did reschedule, and then I went and I got a massage because, you know, I was aching and sore. And then the following week, my session with Gabi, I told her about my massage. Now, Gabi, you want to talk a little bit about that, or do you want me to talk about it?
Oh,
So
so what we are going to do is what we did during the session right after a massage, that we peeled back the emotional layers on what was happening to you, and then I'll direct it back to you. So go ahead, and then we can go back and forth. I think that's going to work really well.
This was one of the first big one of the first big breakthroughs that I had with Gabi was when I told her about my massage. So I went to this massage and I got what they would call a sports massage, like a deep tissue sports massage. And I told the guy how I'd been doing intensive working out for a whole month. I was sore head to toe. My hip was really hurting. And so this massage therapist just did this super deep tissue, started doing like this, you know, pressing in my hip and kind of like a fascia release. And I still had, which I wasn't aware of at the time, the mindset of no pain, no gain. So it was hurting. And I said to the massage therapist, oh, it's hurting. And they actually said to me, oh, you're so much more sensitive than other people. That in the moment, that made me feel weird, but I was going along with it. I was still thinking, oh, you know, if it really hurts, they'll get in there and they'll release the fascia, right? So I was still thinking this. And even at that time, I did not realize how actually injured I was. And I think that massage injured me further. And then when I was with my next appointment with you, Gabi, and I was telling you about the massage, that's when I had the big breakthrough. That's when I realized that I was in this no gain, no pain, no gain mentality. You helped me realize. And Gabi said something that just sounds so obvious. When I say it out loud, it even to me, it sounds like, well, duh. But you know, those moments when someone says just the right thing and it just lets that light bulb go off. It was that moment. And you said, if it's hurting, stop. If it hurts, don't do it. And even though, like I said, that's just so simple, for me at that moment, I realized everything that I had been doing. I realized that I was in that no pain, no gain mentality as far as fitness goes. Of course, as someone's, you know, verbally abusing me, it hurts my feelings, I will say stop and walk away. But because I was in that, in the fitness world, still in that no pain, no gain mentality, you know, even the massage, thinking, oh, it's got to hurt for it to work. That was the mindset that I didn't know that I had. That, Gabi, my time with you really helped me realize on a much deeper level, if it hurts, it's your body saying, no, this is not right. Don't do it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. And, you know, I was very, very upset with that massage therapist in the moment, because
I remember
you know,
that you were
they,
upset.
they didn't know, they didn't practice body autonomy. And that's my biggest thing, that if a client isn't, if they are visually they are in pain, that's not my place to say just keep going. And that was the other thing.
Yeah.
Is I don't think any healthcare practitioner has a say of saying they can't say that, oh, no other clients of mine or patients of mine are this sensitive. Like that's just
Yeah.
that's just not okay, because everyone is different. Everyone's
Yeah.
pain stress threshold is different. I can't. I'm not allowed to compare client to client, because I don't know what they are going through emotionally, physically, mentally. I don't know what's happening in their lives. You know, I don't know how much, you know, how injured they are. So it's just not okay. Yeah.
Yeah. When he said, oh, you're so much more sensitive than other clients, and I just thought,
No. And
that's not trauma
yeah,
informed.
that's not trauma
Everybody.
informed. And you know, we had this
Yeah.
conversation that, you know,
Yeah.
if this happened right now, this happened to you right now, probably you would get up and say, no, thank you, and I'm not paying for this.
Completely.
Like you would have, but
Yeah. Completely.
but the thing is, we are natural people pleasers. We don't want people to think we are weak. We are not okay with the treatment. We want other people to think highly of us. We don't want to seem difficult, but then we are betraying ourselves.
I was really in that thought that it needs to hurt to release the fascia to get better.
Yeah. But
So,
in reality,
learned a lot.
when
In
when
reality,
it happens,
I think,
actually we that pain creates more tension in the body. So more pain, more tension, even more pain. So what I teach is how to do it with ease, and how to do it with in a kind way. Because when there's ease, there's release.
that is so beautiful.
And
that
there's
was the
healing too.
opposite of what I thought.
What we all have learned.
Yeah. So that's a huge part of trauma informed personal training that I've learned with you, Gabi, is when it starts hurting, ease off. So yeah, that was huge breakthrough. That was really a big part, the mindset I didn't know I had in fitness. And then Gabi worked with me, specifically tailoring exact exercises with the roller. Got my foam roller right here. If any of you are familiar with foam rolling, I did a lot of this with Gabi. She showed me certain things. She showed me different ways. And overall, one of my other big takeaways, and I may have shared this with you, Gabi, or may not, but one of my biggest takeaways was exactly what you just said, relaxing. Because I was kind of looking at it like fitness, like, let's get amped up, let's do some pre-workout, let's get our, cardio, let's get our heart rate up. You know what I mean? Like coming with that mentality. But no, a session with Gabi, totally different. She starts you off with grounding you. You do some deep breathing. You really get centered and get down into your own energy body. Then you really feel in your body how the movements are working, how they're feeling. And if it starts to hurt, ease off. And one of our sessions, you even said, oh, you remember this? You said something along the lines of like, oh, are you going for the pain? Because I was kind of doing the roller, finding the spots that hurt and then rolling on those spots. That was more of that mindset that I didn't know I had. Like, it's got to hurt to release the pain, to get over that kind of thing. And you noticed I was doing that, and you caught me.
It's easy to catch. It's so easy to catch. It's the
right.
face.
It's
The face.
exactly
Like we
what I
start
was
to
doing.
scrunch and
That's exactly what I was doing.
Then, sorry.
You were correct. It's exactly what I was doing, going for the areas that hurt and doing the roller on those areas. And you taught me a completely different method. Roll on the areas that are feeling good. Get into
go for
it,
the yummy.
relax, and slowly go toward the parts that are tense.
Yeah.
Rather than just getting amped up and just jumping right for the painful part. Yeah. It's just a whole different mindset. It's and actually really wonderful. And I've been healing myself. I've been doing all of Gabi's exercises, and it's really working.
Can I jump in a little bit?
Please do.
It's when this mentality of, okay, let's get pumped up, let's get that pre-workout, let's, feel all the feels and the jittery. I used to do that too. And actually what that causes is nervous system dysregulation. So the body goes into this high alerted state when we are dysregulating. So the stress hormones start to work in the body, and we feel this excitement about the workout. And I'm speaking of experience, but actually what it does is, because of the stress hormones, we don't feel maybe the pain threshold is higher, so we don't know when we are about to hurt ourselves. So it's a lot easier to get injured because we are not dropped into our bodies. We are not in tuned. We just go through the motions like, okay, I really want to get pumped up, I really want to get the reps in, the sets in, but we don't think about when we are calm, we are in a regulated state. The movement might be slower. Maybe we do less reps, less variety, but actually we are doing a favor to our body, because we are in tune. We feel what's happening, and I feel, that might be too much. Then I ease off and make sure that I take care of my body in a safe way, not instead of push, right? So it's the fitness world still thrives on this high intensity hit, all the pump up type of sessions.
Yeah.
While not many people can really regulate their nervous system while they are, vibrating up here. So that's why I like to do the drop in at the beginning of the session, really feel what's happening on a bodily level. Yeah.
Amazing. It's been incredible. Yeah. And let's see what else. Well, yeah, I also wanted to go into just a little bit for you all about how I used hypnotherapy on myself throughout this healing journey that I've been on. So incredible amount of just total self-healing, and coming at it from all angles, with massages and with physical therapy and with hypnotherapy and the mind body connection as well. I went to an actual MD, got a little round of medicine that I took for 5 days. It's supposed to help with tendonitis, and so I was really getting it from all angles. And like I said, I am definitely feeling a lot better. But I had a very deep, intense self hypnotherapy session. So when you're hurt, you can go into the room of the injury. It's a type of session that we do in hypnotherapy. So I went into the room of my hip, and you can message, you can dialogue with your injury, you can learn lessons, you can find out such deep things about your own self, your personal path, your life, the meaning of what you're going through. Very healing type of session. And I had an incredible connection among a lot of other things that I downloaded. I actually saw how, when I was a child, my mother spanked me, she hit me, she used wooden paddles on me. I mean, I'm Generation X. So if you guys hear any of this stuff on the internet about Gen X, that's totally me. Like, my mom broke wooden kitchen spoons, hitting me. And so in the room of the hip, I went back, back, back. And that's the origin of the trauma. Why I even have these hip issues was from, I now call it child abuse, but when I was growing up, it was called discipline. I got spanked on my butt all the time. So, even lifetime, decades of trauma release, trauma healing, there can still be residual effects, residual issues. And it's all for learning, honestly. It's learning. We're evolving, we're growing. I have learned so much in the last month. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And I'd love to commend you for it. And it was beautiful to see when the first session we had after your massage, that how difficult or challenging it was to drop into the present moment. And as the next session, you felt more grounded, and the next session, it's the transformation that I witnessed. It was so beautiful. So it really works, ladies.
It really works. It's life-changing. It sounds so cliche, life-changing, but honestly, yeah, really incredible. And I just want to also pause for a moment to give a shout out, because we've got some awesome members of the tribe that are watching. Brooke, hello, Brooke. We said hi to Brooke. Brooke is my incredible yoga teacher. I just love you, Brooke. And Audra's here. Hello, Audra. Audra's amazing. She's an amazing part of the tribe. She does numerology, astrology. She has book clubs. Audra's amazing. Kamisha, hello. We've done a trauma talks with Kamisha. She does journaling, among many other things, self-care, self-love, trauma healing. That's Kamisha. And Michelle, I would love to get to know you better, Michelle. I recognize your name, but I just haven't personally connected with you yet. So absolutely would love to get to know you better, Michelle. And if any of you watching have any questions, please feel free. Go ahead, question, put comments, questions, anything in the chat. This is your chance now to ask Gabi any question that you might have about trauma-informed personal training, or even a personal training question. All questions are welcome. So yeah, I mean, that's really my experience with just 4 sessions that I had with Gabi. I absolutely want to do more. I love it. She's taught me so much. And the thing that is incredible about working with Gabi is she personally tailors to your physical structure what exercises will be good for your personal body. That's amazing. Do you want to touch on that a little bit, Gabi?
I think you said it all.
Yeah,
You
said
said
it
it
all.
all. It's
Great.
what maybe what I would add is the body language, and just like the face crunching, that the body language says it all, really. And it's really profound when I ask the client, like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. What are you feeling? And a lot of times there's a disconnect between the body language and what's happening on an emotional level. So I'm really proud that we bring those two together, the body and mind, and there's so much learning in it. And there are the tools that I give to my clients. It might serve them right away, it might serve them later, but it's always available, because I always give the recording. If it's an online session, I always give the recording to the client, and I have a PDF or Google Doc that I send after. So you have, as you know, you have the homework or self-care practice, whatever you want to call it, and that will be yours forever. So it's really just take what you need in the moment, make it yours, and you can really use it every area of your life. That's the beauty. When you say no to me during a session, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. You said no. and there's no such a thing as, well, how dare you to say no to me? Because I had clients that, Gabi, I think this is it for today. I'm like, good, okay, bye. Because that teaches everyone to have body autonomy, the freedom of choice, and the client starts to listen to the body signals. It's not about me, forcing my ego on you. It's about me telling you what I see, and then let's talk about it. Let's peel back some layers. And there's a lot of emotional layers and disbeliefs, that, like just what you mentioned, the no pain, no gain mentality. And when these aha moments happen, it's like, I'm so happy to witness it. Yeah.
Yes, and that touches on, let's talk a little bit about what is trauma-informed personal training. And what I've learned from you, I'll share what I've learned from you, and then you can dovetail on this if you want to add anything to it, or correct me if I have made an error, I've learned wrong, please correct me. So what I'm learning, what trauma-informed personal training is not looking at the other people in the class or looking to the teacher of what to do. It's really looking inside your body, tuning into your body. How's this feeling? How am I feeling? And when something doesn't feel right, to stop, to pause, to pull back a little. Don't have to completely not do it, but
yeah,
to take note, to pause instead of just push through.
Yeah, you said it all. You said it all. And everything that I already mentioned is listening to your body and becoming in tune with the body, and the body autonomy, the freedom of choice, a freedom of saying no, and making sure that, it's not about the reps and sets. It's about how you really feel in the body. Because we tend to go outside, as you mentioned, that, okay, what's happening? What's happening? Like, we try to copy people, like, hey, they are lifting heavy, I can't lift that much, but I don't want to look incompetent, or I don't want to look weak. But that's really not about what other people think. And I find a lot of my clients who train online with me, they appreciated that they can just do it from their home.
Yeah.
And all we use is a lacrosse ball or any kind of ball and the foam roller, usually, because there's not much equipment needed. And yeah, you said it so well.
Yeah, very convenient that,
So convenient. So
right
convenient.
in our living room. You can't get
Yeah.
better than that.
And a lot of people feel a lot safer in their living room than in a loud
Yeah,
gym.
absolutely.
And yeah, and
That
that's
is
lead
that
us
is
to
very
just,
good point.
yeah.
I love the gym. I'm a big gym rat my whole life, but there are a lot of people who get very afraid of the gym, intimidated by the gym, literally hate the gym. So yeah, this is definitely a big aspect of training with you as well. You mentioned safety.
Yes,
Anything with trauma, we must feel safe first. We
exactly.
must feel safe first. And I can tell you, I felt very safe with Gabi. I felt very safe, very invited to be myself.
Mhm.
Beautiful, really beautiful. And Gabi has something very exciting coming up. I want to share with all of you. She has a membership planned. You want to talk a little bit about your upcoming project?
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
And I already dropped a couple of hints here and there. It's called, the membership is called Drop In. So dropping into your body and getting out of your mind. And it's going to be a month-to-month membership, and the minimum commitment is 3 months. However, it's going to be a closed Facebook group. And however, everyone who's watching and you're interested, I'm going to give a bit more details on what this membership is about. But if you're interested, if you drop your email address into Susie's DMs or
Yeah,
private
you can.
messages, then you're going to be part of a draw, and 3 of you will get a month of free membership. And after
Woohoo.
that, no strings attached. If you choose you want to continue, you can, but you don't have to. So it's going to be about feeling safe, training, moving. I like to use the word movement instead of exercise or training. Moving from the comfort of your home, minimal equipment, and it's definitely for women who feel dissociated from their bodies, and because a lot of us get injured because of dissociation in the body or feeling numbness in the body. So if you want to come alive, you want to be in a safe container with women from all over the world, you're more than welcome to join. And like I said, if you want to try it out for free, the 3 of you will get a month of free membership, and the draw will be on Sunday. So please
Act fast.
give your email address to Susie before Sunday, so then I can, and your name as well. So when I drop the names in the Freedom Trauma Tribe Facebook group, obviously I'm not gonna put the email addresses there. So
Yeah.
just a name and your email address, and I'll get in touch with you through my email, just saying hi, thank you for watching, thank you for joining. Or if you want more information on it, you can also shoot Susie a message, or I'm gonna be tagged on this Facebook Live, so you can also message me if you have more questions.
Absolutely wonderful. Yes, anybody interested, wants more information, you can contact me. I will keep all your info private and secure. I don't want anyone, posting their email, in Facebook and stuff. So just contact me privately and I'll get your information to Gabi. Even if you just want to know more about her membership program. I do have a question. So if someone joins your membership, is it a group exercise or are the people getting individual?
Very good question. So it's going to be group. So we'll do 3 weeks of live sessions, and it's going to be it will be recorded just like yours. So it's going to be available in the Facebook group as well. So if someone cannot join live, and then a week of integration. So 1 week off. So then you can go back to this session. So no individual training, but we are going to do it as a collective in a group. Yeah. So that's going to be more more accessible for every single person. Obviously, it's not going to be as tailored to everyone's needs. That's, that's a different price range. That's my one-on-one. If someone is interested in one-on-one, that's also available. I can drop my website name in the comments, so you can check out what I'm about and what my training is about in a bit more extent. But yeah, it's more about being in a safe container, feeling welcome, feeling supported, being seen and heard, because I felt so alone when I was going through my own trauma with fitness, and how fucked up my body felt for a long time. Then I didn't know where to go and how dissociated I was. And I'm really happy that now I can offer that to people, because I think it's seeing dyslexics at the moment. So being seen and feeling heard is so important. And that's what makes people feel safe.
Absolutely. I love it. I am all for anything that raises our awareness about trauma, that helps us understand trauma, and helps us just make those little shifts inside that can really change everything.
Yeah.
And you are out there, Gabi, you are doing the work. I absolutely love your work. I love it. Let me check the comments. If anyone has any questions for Gabi, I will put all of her information down at the bottom of this video, and you can contact Gabi yourself, or you can contact her through me, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Thank you so much, Gabi, for joining us on Trauma Talks today.
Thank you for having me, Susie. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. And I look forward to our continued work together. We are together creating something that is going to combine the physical aspects of personal training, fascia release, using the roller, with what I do, which is hypnotherapy, working with the subconscious mind. We're going to combine these two into an offering. Woo! It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. We've got that in the works, so stay tuned for that. And that's about it. Thank you, everyone, for watching, for showing up, for doing your own part to make a more trauma-informed society. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gabi. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Have a wonderful day, ladies. Bye.
Bye for now.